Hi Leo, welcome to your weekly Hi Leo, welcome to your weekly reading. And my dears, we are going to find out what is in your blind spot. What you don't see coming. We're going to break it up into 3 aspects. So kind of what is coming here. What is coming, and then why the universe is bringing this to you, and then what you can expect from it. So sometimes it's what you can expect from it is the blind spot. There's different elements, because there's 3 different elements to this reading. The whole reading can be like a complete, ooh, wow, it sounds exciting. And then there could maybe just be one, go, oh, I kind of figured that was going to happen, but I didn't realize that this could be, you know, the result of that. So let's get started. Starting with my energy oracle deck. Oh my gosh, and I'm having problems talking, Leo. Maybe that's an issue that you're having right now. It's almost like it feels like the words, they get formulated in my head, and then as soon as they start to come out of my mouth, they all change position. It's like, what is going on? I don't know. I'm not going to tell you anything until they're all out. That's my tease. I'm going to tease you. I'm going to tease you, Leo. Let's see. My pussycats. The pussycats of the zodiac. Pussycats of the zodiac. Wow. This is interesting. Oh my gosh. That's half the deck, Leo. Not so much. Okay? You gotta share. You gotta share. You can't take everything in the universe. You have to share for what's coming. Okay, let's just split that. Someone's telling me let's just split that. Cute. Ooh, la la. Pussycat. Oh, wow. Interesting. I will give you a hint. You have possibilities where you did not see possibilities in the past. Possibilities that make you happy. Ooh, wow. Wow. You know, when you get a whole bunch of major arcana. Oh la la la. My goodness. Wow. Wow. Oh, isn't that cool? Interesting. Interesting, Leo. Give me a second here. Okay, and I'm going to give you like a little recap, and then we're going to go into detail as I show you the cards. Let me kind of look at the message coming through here. I feel like you're a little bit pulled back, to be honest. I'm just going to say that right now before it gets lost in all the other stuff coming in my head here. I feel like you're a little bit pulled back. Not in hermit mode. You're going to be a little bit... This might seem a little overwhelming when it first comes in. Wow. Oh, this is really neat. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is what's coming, like your blind spot. So the part of the blind spot and what is coming towards you here, there's going to be an opportunity. You're not going to be expecting it. It is going to be an opportunity to make some choices here. There's a lot of different possibilities. And, you know, when I say there's a lot of different possibilities, I don't mean that. Here's an example. If you walk into the ice cream store and there's 20 different choices, well, they're all related to the same thing, right? They're all related to ice cream. I know I always talk about ice cream, but I'm like, I have to eat coconut ice cream because dairy bothers me. But I still like ice cream. It just doesn't like me. But yeah, like that. Or, okay, so that's not what this is. This is more like walking down Main Street and there's a sushi restaurant, there's an ice cream place, there's a barista, there's, you know, like there's all these choices. That's the kind of energy this is. And it's not like you have to choose just one. I don't think yet. Let's see. Why the universe is bringing this to you? Because you've been through some shit. Yeah, I was going to say it. You've been through some shit. What you used to have as stability in your life may have been taken away, or you walked away from it. It ended. Yeah, there's like, yeah, really ended like twice for you. It feels like kind of ended and then something else ended. It's almost as if you got fired from work and then you walked home and your partner was gone. Like, it's really like, whoa, you know, sometimes it just feels like the universe shits on you, and it kind of, that little bit seems like you've been through something like that. It kind of seems like you've been through something like that. So the universe is bringing this to you because because it's not just walking into the ice cream store and deciding out of 20 flavors, because there's more than one thing here in your life that feels like it's been disrupted. So there's going to be more than one choice coming in to replace this disruption. That's why the universe is bringing it in. What you can expect from this is being divinely guided towards a path of growth and spiritual fulfillment. That's good. Yeah. Stability. Yeah, okay, so let's go into the cards. So what's coming towards you here? Here we have the adjacent possibilities and the mouse. So, you know, the mouse kind of like scurries and then hides in the corner and then scurries for the door. Like these are all the little doors that the mouse is going to explore. Here you are, you're the mouse. You're going in. But where are you going to go? There's rebirth here. I feel like, just look at the tarot cards that come in with this. Hold them up here. Here we go. I'll use two hands. The Judgment, the Hierophant, and the Magician. All three major arcana. So this is pretty major. It's very major. It's like opening a door to a new cycle in life. Wow, yeah, right? Like opening the door. Look at all the doors. And then the Hierophant with the key. This crow feels like a very wise, a spiritual guide. And this lightning comes in with it. It's just, it might feel frightening at first. You know, and I get that with the mouse. The mouse is kind of cautious here. Because there's an awful lot of energy that comes in with this. Like, I can just hear him. I just hear it. I can hear, you know, that he's sitting in the house and it's a strike of lightning. But it's, okay, so I'm explaining it in the reverse. So, sitting in the house, maybe the windows are open, it's been a warm summer day, and all of a sudden it just gets really quiet, and you sort of notice that. It's like all the birds have stopped singing. The wind has stopped moving. It's just this stillness. And you know, that's the kind of energy, of course, the mouse would notice that change. And it's almost like a change in atmospheric pressure. Everything changes here. And you just kind of come out, you're looking around, looking out the window. What's going on? And in this dead silence, you hear this raven just, a raven or crow. I think, yeah, it's a raven. This dude looks like a raven. And what sound does a raven make? Is it like a crow? But just that caw, caw, out of like nothing. And then shortly after, it's just this like boom, like this lightning, and then it pours. It's just like that kind of energy I'm getting with this Judgment. So, but I think you're manifesting it with the Magician. I think you're manifesting it with the Magician. It's as if, yeah, you're going to, so what you can expect, your blind spot, is you're going to be going through some sort of atmospheric pressure change. That's the best way I can describe what this feels like. Everything changes like that. You know, sometimes we're going through our lives and everything seems like on this road, on this road, on this road. You can try to get, no, that road's closed. Stay on this road, on this, no, stay on this road. It's like, okay. So then you just give in, like, I'm staying on this road. I'm staying on this road. And you kind of get this frame of mind where I don't think things are going to change, or this isn't going to, you know. And it's sort of like when you release and you get to that point, this atmospheric change comes in. You know, you've been in a drought. There's been this drought, this hot weather, hot, dry weather for a couple of months. And the weatherman, every time you check the weather, there's no rain in sight, there's no rain in sight, there's no rain in sight. And there was no rain predicted today. You know, when that happens, there's like no rain. And then that's when this change, what I just described, like everything gets still, the wind stops. And it's still long enough that, like, just say you were inside the house, that you finally notice it. And then the sun is gone. What the hell is going on out there? It hasn't rained in a month. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like, this is a really interesting, I can hardly wait to pull the clarifiers out for that. I'm really just getting the energy of what this rebirth in something, it is, I don't want to call it a rebirth. This is a birth into something brand new. This is not, yeah, like something you've done or experienced before. So, why the universe is bringing this towards you? We have caring connections here and the tiger. You know, the energy that I'm getting with this is really odd. And it's kind of supported by the cards at the bottom. This feels like, to me, that some of you, some sort of, what it looks like to you, a tiger energy came in and took a partnership that you may have had. It almost feels to me like for you, some sort of predatory energy came in and took a partner. That's how it feels to you. Now, no one can really take anyone away from you. Everybody makes their own choices. But that's what it feels like to you. The tarot cards underneath. The Ten of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Tower. Bah. This is why the universe is bringing this atmospheric change to you. I feel like because to you something was taken. Something was taken here. Oh, interesting message. Yeah. That's interesting. And that's completely real too. So you may have been the person who walked away from a caring connection, and you did it because you had to protect yourself somehow. You did it because you had to protect yourself somewhere, whether it was emotionally, spiritually, physically. There's so many different elements to why you had to do this, but it wasn't conducive to your health anymore, this connection. And you still feel like it was stolen from you because perhaps the partner that you had didn't support the connection. And instead of it being healthy and abundant, it turned into the Death card and the Tower. Like, the Death card should signify rebirth. And the Tower card, it's like an end. Like, there was nothing here to save. There was nothing here to save. Even if you tried to save it, the saving just went into another collapse. That's actually coming in even stronger. That you've had to leave some sort of connection, and yet it still feels stolen from you because this is not how it was supposed to go. Yeah, I'm really getting that quite strongly with this tiger energy. And I've said to people too, like, you know, it doesn't really matter who decides to leave a connection. I think it's just as hard for both people. And often the person who's been left behind, everyone thinks, oh, that poor person. But there's, you know what, it doesn't really matter. So however this plays out for you, there's been a loss here that feels like it was stolen from you. So what you can expect from this is the bat and rest and rejuvenation. Being brave enough to go into the unknown. Being brave enough to go into the unknown. The bat is slowly kind of taking on a new energy for me over the last month or so. It's also for me, and it always will be, an ancestral spirit guide. And it became that long before COVID. It became that long before COVID for me. So it does have that energy. So I do feel like you are being guided here by your ancestors on a path that clears this heavy energy that you feel from what was stolen from you. Nothing can really be stolen from you. And I think the energy, the universe is trying to try to communicate that to you. That this is happening because the energy, like now your energy, you can be in your energy. You can clear your energy. You can be balanced and harmonious again. Oh yeah, but so what I'm getting to with this bat lately, it reminds me of, you know, everyone always putting the blame on nature for what happens to mankind. And the bat reminds me a bit of like a poisonous snake, you know. The antidote is in the venom. So the pain is where you become strong. Is what I kind of get with this now. The pain is where you become strong. And being strong is to fly into, there's that full moon in the background, fly into the unknown. And the full moon is like a full brand new cycle here. Or going out of a cycle. It's not a new moon. So it's the completion of the cycle, right? The full moon. And the cards underneath it. We have the High Priestess, the Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. Oh, isn't this interesting? You have two tiger energies here. Where before this tiger feels a little bit aggressive, defensive, protective, predatory, just, you know, feeling like your territory has been taken away from you or something. This tiger is sitting very relaxed up on the higher ground, has her little crystal ball in front of her. She can see the future. She knows her past and she knows where she is now. Really seeing clearly. And the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Creating balance in a rebirth. I kind of get that with this, huh? With the butterfly, that rebirth, and in creating balance within yourself for the rebirth. Because once you've created balance within yourself, then you can share this energy with others or with another. Two sets of pentacles. Two sets of two pentacles. Two pentacles of a set. Two sets. Yeah, a set is two. Okay, so let's clarify some stuff here. I want to try to clarify this, all these adjacent, let's just go right into the Judgment. Let's go right into the Judgment and the Hierophant, because it's really intriguing energy. This Hierophant energy here. Wow. Dang, talking about taking the bull by the horns. Look at that. Page of Swords, Five of Swords, the Devil, and the Ace of Swords is the Hierophant. This is almost like an epiphany moment. Knowing 100% absolutely what doesn't serve you and what you need to cut out. Yeah, it is like that energy that I described with that storm coming through. It's like this epiphany in your truth. And the magician looks with that sword. So much pussycat energy here, huh? It's 2 tigers and a leopard. This is this magician energy that's sitting beside that judgment card and the Hierophant. She's got her little feet on the pentacle there. She's very grounded. She's hanging onto that pentacle, not letting anyone touch it. All her other tools sit out in the open for her to use. She's not worried so much about them, but she's worried about that pentacle. She's hanging on to that. And you know, she's looking over here. So there may have been some sort of financial loss as well. This is like you're manifesting into your future. Why does the pussycat hang on to the pentacle? Why is pussycat hanging on to this pentacle? Oh, it's a change in, yeah. It's a change in attitude. And that's what came out. The Judgment card came out. Judgment is sitting with this and the Hierophant, right? I just saw this. Okay. These two, you're looking to yourself into the future. Look at that. See? At one point, the pussycat, the leopard, has got its paws on this pentacle. And now the paws are free. Very relaxed. Rest and rejuvenated. Very relaxed because that's sitting in that rest and rejuvenated section. And not so much worried about anything anymore, even the pentacles, because you know that you're looked after and you know how to follow the path that is right for you. Yeah, this is a rebirth. And well, like I said, it's not really a birth. It's just a birth into a whole bunch of new ways of looking at yourself and living your life. Okay, let's look at this Death card in the Tower moment. That's pretty intense. The Death card. The Death card. Oh. Okay. The Tower moment. Holy jeez. This is like that triple ending. It's like a triple ending here. So the Death card, the cards that came out are the Magician, the Eight of Cups, and the King of Swords. I feel like you brought this ending in. It feels like you brought this ending in with the Death card, and you were looking for a rebirth, and the Tower moment came in and stopped it. With the Two of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and then the King of Wands. Looking in at all these blocks. Looking in at all these blocks. There you are, Mr. King of Wands, right? Looking in at all these blocks. You guys had like the triple ending here. It feels like, you know, like maybe something at work didn't work out the way that you were hoping, or work ended. And then, or that came in after a relationship ended, or whatever order that played out for you. And then almost kind of getting through that and saying, okay, I'm going to do a new beginning here. And then maybe COVID set in and I was like, everything is put on hold. Yeah, that really felt like, and you're sitting here looking, but you know what you can expect from this is you are coming out stronger. It's like this period of time is for you to rest and rejuvenate, and to come into balance in an awakening process, really. To come into balance in this awakening process. To be the High Priestess. This is where we see the transformation from Magician, Leopard, or Jaguar, whatever you've been calling it. I think it's a leopard. Leopard. Into Defensive Tiger. That doesn't really have any major arcana associated with it because it's just, you know, an oracle card. And then into, these other pussycats, into this High Priestess. It's pretty neat energy. And I think it's pretty neat that you have all these kitty cats being a Leo. So let's see here. Oh, I didn't show you. The underline here is the world. There is a new cycle for sure. There's a big new cycle for you. What does this High Priestess see? If you don't see this yet, you're going to be seeing something. What does the High Priestess see? Let's kind of try to look ahead into the crystal ball for Leo. Wow, Leo, baba boom. So, the High Priestess, what you can expect is to see a brand new cycle. That is the very romantic energy. The King of Cups and the Lovers. And there's the World card. A big cycle, a big cycle. This isn't a cycle that you've been in before. This is a very different energy, it feels like. Because if you've been through something that kind of almost feels like a triple ending, there's a lot of vacant energy that needs to be filled in. It's kind of like when you have an earthquake under the water, right? And that big shift and all the water rushes in to fill that. That's kind of like what this feels like, where there was that calm and there's probably a pause, even if it's a millisecond, whatever it is, from when the tectonic plates do their thing, and then there's that change in the actual crust of the earth under the water to cause a tsunami as all that water rushes forward to fill in. Because that's what it felt like. This is like an atmospheric change for you. If you've been having trouble changing your own energy, I feel like the universe is kind of coming in to help you do that. That's probably the best way to describe your blind spot. It's taken us a while to get there. There's so much in this. It's like the universe is coming in to do that. You know, the weatherman keeps saying it's going to be hot and sunny, it's going to be hot and sunny, it's going to be hot and sunny. And it was one of those days when you woke up and the weatherman said it's going to be hot and sunny. Around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, everything changed. What the heck, right? You just never know. I kind of feel like that. Like it's like an atmospheric change for you. What's at the bottom of this one now? Ooh, the Hierophant. Yeah, there is some deep spiritual connection here. And you're like being called to a deeper connection in yourself. Almost like, I'm just getting the message, you know, what you've been through with this Death card, the Tower, and the Ten of Swords, all in one little section. It's almost like you did a lifetime of pain in a very short period of time. A lifetime of pain in a very short period of time. Where other people may have experienced this through 80 years of their life, like spread out. It was like condensed for you. So there's a big shift going to happen. Almost like the universe, the energies recognize this massive, massive heavy energy that came into you to clear it. Yeah. You're already clearing stuff for yourself, but then the universe was clearing stuff too, and it all came together, it seems like, yeah. Yeah, like the perfect storm. Wow. All right, there you go. That's it, Leo. I'm going to leave it at that. That's a pretty interesting reading, guys. Whew. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.